What's up, everybody? This is Nick, aka Scuba. This is the first
Scuba.
episode. Welcome to our first episode of 5 Minute with Friends. Today, my first guest is going to be Daniel Finney, a friend of mine that I've known for quite some time. Uh, Dan, how you doing today, buddy?
What's up, Scoob? I'm great, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Well, thanks for joining me today. Uh, I just wanted to start this since everybody's already in quarantine and I know everybody's going to be home. And I think you know better than most that I love catching up with everybody, seeing how everybody's doing. And so instead of everybody just posting about, likes and dislikes and doing all those lists, I decided let's do something more visual. And I wanted to just catch up with people. So I put it out there, and whoever wanted to like it, well, those are the people I'm going to contact. What I've talked to you in a long time, or I talked to you last week, I just like to catch up with everybody. So Daniel, I'm going to start this 5 minute with friends. And I'm going to ask some questions. Feel free to answer them however you like. Hopefully, it's not too bad though. So, but first
No
off, why
promises.
don't you just tell everyone how long and where we know each other?
Yo, man, what a trip. I met Scuba back in, I guess it was circa like 2008 in Kansas City, Missouri. I was walking down the road smoking a joint, going to the gas station to get a drink to cure that cotton mouth, and there was a sidewalk on in front of me, and I tripped over it. And I looked around to see if anybody had saw. Mind you, I'm 18. I'm like, shit, I hope nobody saw that. And I keep walking thinking I'm cool. Then all of a sudden I hear Scooby yell, "Hey, bro, there's a step there." And I look over, I'm like, "Oh, shit." And he says, "Hey, you want a beer?" And I was like, "Yeah, you want to hit a joint?" He said, "Yeah." So I went over there and started having a beer. And then the rest is history, man. We've been kicking it since then and staying in touch. And yeah, and then we followed up later when he moved down to Houston. And yeah, he's been one of my homies for shit, yeah, since 2008. What's math? 11, 12 years now. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I moved down to Houston, you had mentioned to me that Houston was a very big place and that you could be traveling for an hour and still be in Houston. And I remember you saying that. And then when I came down, I totally understood what you meant. So when I gave you a call to see where you're at, you just happened to be right down the road, which was crazy.
Dude, the
So
craziest. You said I'm coming to work at a mall near Houston. I'm like, yeah, dude, there's like 50 of those. And then you're the one that's 10 minutes from my house. So yeah, pretty much divine synchronicity, Like, yeah, absolutely.
well, what this episode is all about is just giving some very honest answers, and I just have a set of random questions. So I'm just going to go ahead and just fire away, and you just give me whatever answer pops at the top of your head. All right?
Bring it on, brother.
All right. So let's just start with what is the stupidest thing you've ever done because someone dared you to?
Oh, wow. Well, first I'd like to point out that I do have um a really shitty memory after smoking so much copious amounts of weeds for many years. The stupidest thing I've ever done because someone dared me. Fuck, stupid. I've done a lot of stupid shit, man. Um, a lot of times I didn't even have to be dared, to be honest.
All
A
right,
lot of
and
times
that
I
leads
was
to
the
my
one
other
daring myself, I guess.
that leads
Um,
to my other question then, Daniel. What is the stupidest thing you've done on your own free will?
fuck, oh man, stupidest tops the cake. I wouldn't say necessarily it's stupid. It's pretty awesome though. I guess it could be considered stupid by some. I think it's awesome in hindsight. It was a little scary in the moment. So about probably 6 years ago, I was going to a music festival in New Orleans called Buku, and it was me and a bunch of homies from down here in the Galveston area going, and we had a bunch of mushroom chocolates we wanted to bring. Um, so but we didn't know where to like put them. Well, one of my homies gave me a disco ball cup, and it was like a ball, like a disco ball on the top unscrewed, and it had a straw hole. It was from like a cruise ship, and we filled it up with mushroom chocolates, and we hung it from my rear view mirror as we're driving down to New Orleans in my like '95 Cadillac. Well, my homie who's in the passenger seat has dreadlocks, and we get pulled over while he's smoking a joint, mind you. And of course, the cop walks up, and the very first thing he looks at is the disco ball that's just here swinging, full of mushroom chocolates. Um, and we ended up getting out of it. Like he pulled us out and asked us where we were going, what we were doing. We both told the same story, and I guess he just didn't smell the weed, and he let us go. So in hindsight, like it's hard to say that's the stupidest thing I've ever done because in hindsight it was kind of stupid, but we got away from it. We got
You
away
did
with
get
it.
away with it, yes, but it was
Uh,
very stupid on your own free will of trying to, do what you were doing without getting caught. And you did get lucky with not getting caught.
joint. Oh, and I actually, well, my girlfriend just reminded me of something else too. And actually, I wouldn't even say it's stupid. It could have been considered stupid. I did. I like weed, obviously. When I was living in Hawaii, I lit a joint off of lava. Um, I wouldn't even call that stupid. Actually, I'd say it's amazing. Some people might say it was stupid. It was really fucking hot. So, yeah, I guess could be considered stupid, but I think it's awesome. Both of those I actually think are pretty awesome. But yeah,
Yes, yeah. We'll leave it up to the viewers on what they think is pretty awesome, or if that sounded pretty stupid.
yeah,
But I'll say that it does sound pretty cool, but it might have been stupid if it would have went another direction. All
yeah,
right,
no,
let me ask.
absolutely.
Let me see. So, what is the food you wouldn't give up? Because I know that since you've been a world traveler, you've kind of adjusted the way that you eat and the way that you live. But what is one food that you would not give up?
Oh man, it's hard to say. My favorite, I've given up. It's and especially being from Texas, I've given up eating meat for over a year now. The only meat I still eat is from the ocean or water. So I'm a pescatarian. My favorite food is like crab, shrimp, lobster, and like I don't want to eat living things, but like I feel like they live in like their own kind of world. Like I'm not, I don't know, it doesn't bother me eating them because they're just so delicious. It's like my favorite food. And yeah, there's literally a term that there's plenty of fish in the sea, and that's there for a reason. So I think my seafood, it's hard to say like just one. Another one that's like a close second though is cheese. Like I love cheese. It would be hard to like I'm vegetarian or pescatarian. Like I don't think I could go vegan just because I love my cheese and my seafood.
Yeah.
So definitely between those things.
Nice, nice. Okay. Um, Let me see. Let's get some good ones in here. I do have a full list. What are you freakishly bad at?
Freakish of most things. No. Um. Hmm. Freakishly bad at. My girlfriend would say oral pleasure, but no,
Oh
she
my
would.
gosh.
Um. Sorry if I'm getting. I'm just being me. Sorry if this isn't.
No.
Um. No. What freakishly bad at? Man, I don't really think there's anything I'm freakishly bad at. Probably a bunch of stuff I haven't tried. Um. I'm not really good at holding my tongue. Like sometimes, like I just say what's on my mind, and like so, like even in like times maybe I shouldn't. So I guess I wouldn't say I'm like freakishly bad at it though. I'm just not super good at it, you know? Yeah.
Okay. Well, to each their own, I guess. Let's see. What is something that you've tried that you'll never try again?
Hmm.
It
Well,
doesn't have to be food. It can be, an
yeah,
experience. Just
Scoob, I think one thing that I tried that I'll never try again would have to be, man, I don't know. I'm pretty much open to most things, and I like trying most things. Yeah, but no, immediately I do go to food. I'm kind of a foodie, but hmm. Yeah, no, I don't think there's really. Well, fuck. Um,
would you like another question, sir?
yeah, yeah, because yeah, I think I like most things. I don't know, maybe like oysters. I didn't really like canned oysters. I would never try those again. Like,
Ooh, canned, not
yeah,
fresh.
the first time I ever had an oyster, one of my best friends growing up, he was like, "You got to try oyster with some Louisiana hot sauce on a cracker." And I tried it, and I like gagged, and yeah, I'll never try that again.
Ugh.
It scarred me on even like fresh oysters, cause yeah.
All right. What's the most interesting thing that you've seen online this week?
Oh, fucking that bitch Carol Baskin, man.
That is a big hit right now. If nobody
Yeah,
knows or hasn't seen it, which would almost be virtually impossible, uh, I know people haven't seen it, but what Dan is talking about is the Tiger King. I think most people by now, though, has at least heard about it.
yeah.
Which
Actually, oh,
I
and
guess,
uh, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just thinking though that's probably not the craziest thing. I actually something that really I found like quite amazing was that last night I attended like a music festival from my van. And it was like DJs that I like, G Jones and Alice in Wonderland were two of the ones that I watched. And it was in a group chat on YouTube, and we got to like I don't know, I miss my music, I miss live music, I miss festivals, I miss dancing.
mhm.
And that was probably the craziest thing I've seen just because I've never done it before. Being able to watch like some of my favorite DJs just right up close on a screen and be able to like be in the comfort of my own house. It definitely didn't have the same vibes as like being in a group, but it was like as close as you could possibly get right now to having that. So that was probably the most like interesting or amazing thing I've seen this week online for sure.
Cool, cool. Um, Let me just start wrapping this up. But what age did you become an adult?
My girlfriend laughs.
He's
Um,
still not an adult.
yeah, I don't. I kind of stick with Peter Pan on that one. Like, don't grow up; it's a trap. You're only as old as you feel. And I did get my first credit card a couple years ago, so I think that was like one of the most adultish things I've ever done. Um, I don't know. I travel the world in a van with my girlfriend and our dogs, and I've like I don't think I'll grow up and be an adult anytime soon. I don't want to. It seems like a trap. Legitimately, it seems like a trap. So, yeah, hopefully never I become an adult.
Gotcha. Well, and I agree with you what you said. You're only as old as you feel, and I sometimes am pretty immature myself, actually quite often. But I try to stay young mind in my mind, and as best as I can, I guess, in my body too, which everybody's constantly working on. But
Right.
well,
Yeah, and I wouldn't even necessarily say that like there's a lot of things you can do that are responsible. I think it's good to be immature on a lot of things. It makes life a lot more fun. It makes life a lot more funny. Yeah, at least the only person's company you got to enjoy is yourselves for the rest of forever. So hopefully you find other people that enjoy your immaturity and your silliness and just having fun and enjoying life. Some people like become an adult and take life way too seriously and seem like they always have a stick up their ass. And yeah, I like just strive to not be one of those people. Um, so yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's all the way that you act and how you feel, and there's many ways of defining what could be adult, whether it's legally being an adult at 18 or whatever. But yeah, well, I know you mentioned that you were a world traveler and that you and your girlfriend have been in your van. Why don't you tell some people quickly a little bit about what it's called and what you guys have been doing?
Yeah, so me and my girlfriend Carrie, we built a van out ourselves. You can check out our any of our social media, Instagram, Facebook. Our name's We Found Freedom. And yeah, we built top to bottom our whole van, did literally everything. And yeah, we've been traveling the plan. We left Canada, I guess, a year and a half ago and started driving south towards Argentina. We made it down to Guatemala, but then came back to see family and make some more money. And now that we have a better grasp on it, and then we were visiting family and helping out, and then this whole coronavirus shit hit. So now we're pretty much stuck here.
Yeah.
And yeah, so but yeah, if you want to check us out, we have an awesome Chow Chow and an awesome English Mastiff that are our road dogs that travel with us. And yeah, we would love to have you follow on our journeys. And I mean, I guess we're all pretty stationary for now, but we'll be back on the road again soon. So
That's very awesome. I think a lot of people wish they could be doing what you're doing and just kind of, see what's out there in the world and, try to experience different cultures and, you know, just see things for themselves. So, you know, I think that's pretty awesome of what you and your girlfriend are doing right now. So I'm going to leave you with this. One last question. So for the last 30 seconds here, if you had the world's attention, what would you say?
Oh man, you know, a couple of things come to mind. What you were just saying actually is, you know, like I'd like to let people know that they can do things. Like the only things holding you back from anything is the limitations you put on yourself or that you let society put on you. But you're the only person that can break free of those societal chains, and you're the only person that can make a change in your life. Um, so if you've ever wanted to do anything or you've ever dreamed of doing anything, you're not getting any younger if you don't go for it now, or you know, even calculate the best way to get to where you can just go for it. You're never going to be ready, so you might as well just jump into it. When you start going, the path kind of unfolds, you know, and it may be scary at first. You may be nervous, but once you have the faith and courage to take that first step and get the ball rolling, it just keeps snowballing and getting bigger and bigger, and new paths open up. And then the last thing I would say is that just be a good human, be nice to everybody. One of my favorite quotes is, "A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle." So, um, you know, if we all just shine bright and be our best selves and live in our true authenticity of who we are, then hopefully just by being your true self, that will inspire other people and light their candle as well, you know. And sometimes our candles all burn a little dim, no matter who you are. And it's the, you know, it's help lift one another up and help light someone's candle if their candle's gone out. And, you know, it's the whole world will be super bright, you know, we'll all be lit.
I like that. I like that. And in your case, you would be lit in two different ways.
Absolutely.
Well, Daniel, I do want to thank you for joining me today with 5 Minutes with Friends. I know we went a little bit longer than 5 minutes, so but I always enjoy, like I said, catching up with people. You've been a great friend throughout my life, and so thank you for that. You know, I'm gonna take you out just like what you love and enjoy doing with a little bit of DJ mix. I did this all for you.
Hey. Get it, DJ Scuba.
So, everybody.
Love you, brother.
Thank you, Daniel, and I'll be talking to you soon, all right?
Thank you, man. I'll talk to you soon. Much love, Scoob.